What's up, folks? Chris here again, Just One Guy Metalworks. So, as in our last episode, or in my last episode, I had made some blanks for the reverse change gearbox that I had going on there. So the next step in the process, I guess you'd say, is not really to cut the bevel gears, but to make some sort of an indexer. To be honest, I wasn't even sure if this was worthy of a YouTube video, but what the hell? I gotta film everything. I'm addicted. Anyways, so I got a big chunk of square stock in the lathe, and I'm just gonna square it off really good, and then we'll get to the juicy bits where we got to figure out how to mechanically get a mandrel, I guess. Hold on to these guys and be able to index it accordingly. Head over to lathe. Alright, so here we are. This is actually the first chunk of square stock I've ever turned. Like real square stock. It's I already got one side squared off. So it's just a matter of getting this one done. And then we gotta flip it around, and because there's only like two sides that are actually square. The other side is more of a, I don't know, what do you call that? It's not a parallelogram, trapezoid. I don't know. It's not a square though. Not even close. So just fast finish too. Huh. I have to go clean up that tool. I'll be back in a bit. Actually, I'm just going to square this off, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, I'm back. Wow. So, like, you know, I really love the simplicity of this lathe, but it does have its setbacks. Like just trying to get this to stay flat on the back of the chuck. Like I had to add some chunks in here because the teeth are, the jaws are so wallered out. They want to curve in, so every time you pull it up, it's kind of just trying to push the work up on the one side, and it would not stay flat for the fucking life of me. So I stuck some pieces of copper in there, and it seems to be not bad now. Pretty good. And this stuff seems to be weird. I don't know what kind of steel it is. I didn't even ask the guy. Like the ends machined beautifully. Like I guess the backside's against the chuck now, but like it feels like there's hard spots and shit in there. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I actually had to stop and regrind the tool. I might actually do it again because it seemed pretty rough, to be honest. So I'm gonna hit that. Well, it feels good. I don't know. I might hit it with the stone a little bit again. We'll see. I might just take off that. Maybe it was the mill scale dulled it the first time. I don't know. Yeah, so interesting. Little tidbits of information there. So that seems to work though. Put a piece of copper at the back of the jaw and clamp it down tight, and it's pretty good and tight against the chuck now. For the most part. Alright, so I'm gonna I just thought I'd include that because it seemed like a little bit of a useful info for someone who might need it. Because I'm sure there's a few guys like me out there who's got some old 80-year-old piece of junk they're trying to use, and that's kind of what this channel's all about, is just trying to workarounds for stuff for guys with no tools. Alright folks, I got that big hunk of square stock all faced up. I don't know, it's got some really weird properties. I don't know what to tell you. It turned out kind of weird. Just kidding. But it does have some weird properties. It seems a little bit harder than the cold rolled. I'm thinking it's probably like a 1045 maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't think it's a tool steel. You know, something, you know, you'd have to harden it obviously, but it seemed kind of shitty to machine. I had to sharpen the tools about 6-7 times just to get it to finish her off. So could have been just going through the mill scale. I tried to get under it all, but yeah, it didn't even make that nice of a finish. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna drill it out to 5/8. I'm still kind of debating on whether I should take it down to 3/4 a little bit, because the change gears actually have a 3/4 inch shank on them. So I'm not really sure how to do this, because I'm gonna have to Loctite the gear onto the mandrel, or the gear blank onto the mandrel, and then it's going to be sticking out quite a ways, so I might have to get some kind of an adjustable V block underneath it just to give it a little bit more stability when the cutter starts hitting down on it. Otherwise it might start doing this and then wreck the part. But I don't know. First things first, we got to get this drilled out. I'm not going to film that because that generally takes a long freaking time to drill a 3-inch hole, or 3-inch or 3.1 inch deep hole. Shit, I don't even know if I got enough drill bit there. I might have to stick it out some more yet. But either way, we're going to get her done. We're going to drill that hole, and yeah, I'll get back to you when we're ready to make the mandrel. Okay, well, according to my figures, which are usually not all that accurate, so suffice it to say, this has to be, well, I guess about 5 inches and, well, 5 and, what did I say, 5 1/4, I think. That's going to be about, that's all got to be turned down to 5/8 of an inch, or 618 thou, or whatever the hell I had over there. Then 3/4 beyond that, or no, what is it, 3/8 is going to be about an inch in diameter, and 3/4 beyond that is going to be about 3/4 of an inch diameter, and then the rest will be 3/8 and be threaded. So we're going to turn it down to about there. Had a bitch of a time facing this off. Actually, that's not very good. Just getting this that 4-jaws, it's so wallered out. It's really hard to get a long piece concentric. It was giving me a hell of a time. So I guess we'll call that about there. Yeah, something like that. Finally, let's get to turning some steel here. Alright, so I think I may have actually just had one of them eureka moments, because this is without a doubt the nicest, nicest cleanup pass I've done yet, I think, on any round object. Like, that is pretty good for a high-speed steel pass, I think. It's nice. I mucked it up a little bit here because I was trying to get, clean up that corner. But I think for the most part, it's just the way I've been angling the tool. So like when you're doing a cut, you don't want it to be pointing like that. Well, or let's see, you don't want it to be pointing like that, really. You want it to have a little bit of a lead angle going into it, and it eliminates a lot of chatter, and it just does an overall just way nicer finish. Like, it looks pretty good. That's not bad. Like, there's very little scratchiness in there. I'm pretty happy with that. Wow. I didn't even think I could do it that good. Whew. So yeah, well, that's the 5/8, and I got it right bang on the first try. So I will hit it with the sander yet, or the emery cloth and some Scotch-Brite. She's right at just under 625, I think, or right on it. So once I hit it with the sand, Scotch-Brite, and a little bit of yeah, give her a little cleanup, should be bang on perfect. Yeah, so now I just got to flip it around, and that'll be where it goes into the unit, as well as the gear blank will be on this end. Then I just need a little bit of a spacer here, and that gets turned down to 3/4 of an inch. That's where the key stock is going to be, and then this last little bit will just be a 3/8 thread. All right, so yeah, a little update, and I suppose I'll get back to you. All right, folks, there is our little arbor. Threaded to 3/8 on one end. That's going to be okay. Well, I don't know. I think we should just let's bolt this sucker together and see how she pans out here. Okay, that'll go in like, oh yeah, that's looking pretty good so far. This is our little locking pin. Go right in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it won't take much to lock that in place. Just a little turn like that. She's good. And these will go on this end, get Loctite on. Oh yeah, that's a really good fit. Really good fit. And I didn't get the keyway done in there yet. Oh yeah, that's pretty good right there too. I'm just going to be utilizing this stuff off of this unit. Just because, well, because it fucking works good. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Just where I wanted it. And that little washer there. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that's going to work excellent. Yeah, we could even use our little lathe wrench for that. And that'll have a key stock in it, so that won't move at all. Oh yeah, that'll work good. I think that'll work excellent. Then we'll have our little, I guess, spring-loaded detent up top here. And we'll just click it in spot, lock that down. We're going to have this sucked in really tight. And that's going to get Loctited on there. Then as it's in the milling attachment, we'll just keep clicking it. And then cut, click, cut, click, cut, and so on and so forth. Hey, homemade, there's a little homemade unit. indexer. Sort of. But shit, yeah, that worked really good. Oh, we'll lose our little tit there. Yeah, that brass thing was a nice touch. Shouldn't mar up the shaft either. Oh yeah, that's a really good fit. That's gotta be my best work yet. Hands down. I took my time with it. I didn't want to overcut or definitely overshoot the target because I didn't want to really make another one. Not anytime soon. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. You put a little oil in there. Yeah, that'll lock it up good. Move down like that. And that's not going anywhere. I think this is going to work, fellas. I think she's going to work. Alright, so I guess next time around I did cut a little chunk of metal for the spring-loaded detent part somewhere around here. Yeah, it's one of the little play pieces that I was going to do. I'm going to need the milling attachment again. I'm going to square that up a little bit. And then it'll probably be a bolt on. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it adjustable or not. I'm thinking probably not, because that's easy to make. I could just make it that plate anytime, or just drill another hole in it, whatever I got to do. And the detent will be slightly adjustable too, so we'll be able to work with that. Hell yeah. And then I'll just we'll flatten this up, drill and tap this side, then just drill another hole in the back here and just tighten it up. Maybe 2 holes, I guess. Yeah, probably 2, just so we can't do that. And then there's spring-loaded detent. We'll just pick that up, and a little wedge will clip in there. Lock that. That's going to be our frickin' unit right there. And that'll go in the milling attachment. Fuck yeah, I'm actually kind of getting hopeful here, guys. Alright, well, I got to call her a night. I'm amazed that I got this finished before 11 o'clock. Got to work tomorrow. Yeah, so definitely next time, hopefully we'll be cutting some gears. You probably don't need to see a spring-loaded detent. Like all that's going to be is just a hole like that with the threaded rod going through there with a little wedge on one end, and that way you'll just be able to pull on that, and it'll compress the spring and lock it into the gear. Sweet! Alright. Fuck yeah. That's actually kind of impressive for myself. Oh, I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. Alright, guys. Have a great night. Peace out.